when I got off the elevator, I could see it in their eyes, like, oh, this is happening. This guy is going to follow us to our room. All right, Ms. Clark, how's Mr. Sullivan adjusting?
Mr. Sullivan is adjusting well, testing under BAM.
And I know you're covering it for Ms. Tracy because she's over in Justin.
Yes, she is, right. There's a couple that looks like he was having connection issues with no pictures, but everything looks pretty good. Urine testing is negative, attending his outpatient individual and also his group with his stipend, and looks like he's attending support meetings.
Yeah, he's on top of things, and he had his first like surprise jump in from the judge when he had his meeting with.
Yes.
It happens. It happens. Everybody here can attest to that. If I don't have something going on and I find out there's a meeting at somebody's, I'm just going to pop in and say hello. So, Ms. Hyman.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sullivan started group with me 2 weeks ago, and he is starting to get into the group. I'll be in group tonight. You know, so far, like very engaged, very friendly, and you know, I can just tell he's in this program. He's investing in it and investing in himself. So I can tell that out of the gates. And so, you know, it's a very fast branch, but I think he's got a great potential to benefit from this program.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that video, by the way. How old is your son?
11.
11.
Yeah.
So he's got good size then.
Yes.
Because in the videos, he seems to know how to use it too.
Yeah, he's learning. He's learning definitely.
Like, I mean, that's the other thing. You could be tall as the day is long if you don't know what an advantage it is. Yeah. You know, keeping the ball low, all this kind of stuff. You can make yourself small, but he seems to be okay with the physicality. You know, he got hit a couple times when he went up, and so how do you like? Because I have summer basketball going on myself, and I've got some bigs that are not super wild about contact. Because you've seen that before too. You've seen bigs that just they don't like to mix it up.
Don't want to go in the paint. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So how have you been able to sort of impart that knowledge to your son that, hey, there's points to be had there?
Just over time, in the gym, with the contact pad, pretty much.
That's the key, isn't it?
Yeah, just teaching them how to absorb contact versus fading away. And I guess I was a stretch big, so it's a little easier by just showing them a lot of film, watch a lot of film. With the NBA finals just passed, we watched a lot of that. So he absorbed it, and he kind of learned it himself too. He just, kind of like the program. You gotta want to do it, so he wants to do it. So he's pretty much taking it up on himself.
So you don't have to drag him to weight training or drag him to the gym?
No, I just gotta say, let's go. He's ready to go. He got around, but it's funner going to the gym. There's a lot of different machines that he can use there versus just shooting on the ground.
So do they have like machines that'll get the ball back to you?
More so workout machines, like this machine called like the bird backs, when you strap bands and stuff on you. It's a resistance machine versus weights. Okay. It's easier on your joints. So as he's running, it's trying to pull them back. So you can tighten it up to give you more restraint, and then also you can place it different areas on the court, so you can put it up under the rim and attempt to try to grab the rebound. It's gonna hold your hands down, but that's teaching you. I mean, that's giving you more restraint. So when you don't have that on you, you explode, right? So over time, it helps. It's supposed to increase your vertical. I guess 6 inches over the summer if he was using it right, which is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So do you think he'll catch you in height?
I don't know. My mom, she was 5'11", which is pretty tall for a woman. my dad, I've never met him, but I think he was 6'4", and I turned out to be 6'9". So with him right now, he's in 150 percentile in his height range. So maybe so. I want him to be thicker than me. Have a little bit more weight.
Well, I can see you got them working with weights already.
Yeah.
You got to figure out, when they're that age, you do have to figure out how to do that safely, right? Because you got to be careful with too much weight.
So nowadays, versus back when we were growing up, we only had pure weights. Right now, that's why we're using the Verdant. Just like with bands, it doesn't create as much stress on your joints. So it's you're getting stronger without restricting your joints.
Okay.
We're putting stress on it. So a lot of running, a lot of treadmill work. That's about it.
I do find it interesting that you immediately, yes, that's fine, that you automatically sort of associated the discipline that's required for that with the discipline here. You got to want it, you know? Because if you don't want it, then you're not going to even try to put the type of discipline and structure in your life that it's going to take.
Correct.
Right? And yeah, I always find that those individuals that they're not ready. I mean, they can white knuckle it for a while, but eventually they'll get found out and it'll be revealed, and you know, we go back to square one, and hopefully they're ready at that moment. But it feels to me like you came here sort of tired of the way things were going before, and you know, obviously certainly concerned about being in the justice system like this, but ready for something different.
Business. I'm just out of behind facade, you know, not having my stuff together legally, but I guess speaking to the youth and speaking to parents, it kind of make you go and drink when you behind closed doors, because it's a self-esteem issue when you talk and knowing, hey, if I walk outside right now, is this person going to recognize me from the club or recognize me? You know, just living a different life. As a contractor, sometimes, you know, you hiring me to do $30,000 job, and I got $200 in my pocket because I done blew it on liquor and booze and stuff. You know, that's self-esteem issue. You know what I mean? So when I got in trouble, it was kind of like the last straw. And just talking to, like I say, the people in my life right now, and them holding me accountable, it just made it difficult to accept the fact that I ended up back in this situation. So every day, taking it a day at a time, and just don't want to end up back in a situation where I got to continue to keep explaining myself to someone about something that I got control of.
Certainly gives me an idea of where you are at with your mental approach to all this. And again, we got work to do, but the fact is you see now that there's work that needs to be done. Before, you just didn't see it. Now you see it. The next question is, what are you going to do about it? And it seems to me that you're willing to do whatever it takes. And that's the secret. You have to see that there's a problem, and then be willing to make whatever changes are necessary. And then you can get all that you thought you may have lost, especially when it comes to self-respect. So, but please keep sending the videos, and we have to have more conversations about how, you know, everything is 5 out now. 5 out this, 5 out, 5 out, 5 out. You know, I feel like the game goes through different peaks and valleys. 5 out is big now. Who knows whether that's going to be the case 5 years from now. But the reality is, if you do, you're talking about that if you utilize the 5 out offense, everybody has to be able to dribble, or everybody has to be able to cut. And it's hard because I have a seventh and eighth grade girls basketball team. Not everybody can dribble. Not everybody can cut. So 5 out is not as helpful for me, especially if I can't get that initial pass in. So we'll have to talk about, I do a lot of double screens.
Okay.
I send 2 up instead of double screen so that I can even get that entry pass in because my point guards are short, not super strong dribblers.
Okay.
So if you know what I'm talking about, because if you go 5 out, you got the, I mean, if you got anybody overplaying.
Backdoor.
Yeah. So.
Smart team then.
What's that?
I say you got a smart team if you're running double screens and backdoor. You got to communicate, right?
Right. They just got to get stronger. So all those resistant band stuff, I'm going to pick your brain on that.
Okay.
So, all right, but this is obviously a great start. I'll see you back here on
July 14th.
July 14th, and I'll try not to surprise you next time, all right?
Okay. No, surprise. Thank you.